talk about customary conversion with the focus on weight. Now this weight is mainly around the idea of mass of solids. This is not liquids. A lot of students will get that confused because they'll see the ounce and they'll think, oh, fluid ounces. Fluid ounces is with liquid. Ounces is just with weight of solids. So we're only focusing on the weight of solids. In here you have up at the top just a reminder that your tons are your largest, your second largest is going to be pounds, and your third largest or smallest is going to be the ounces. So tons bigger than pounds, pounds bigger than ounces, ounces being the smallest unit of measurement. Now, with that, if you watched any of the other videos on conversions, we have a flow chart. And if we're going to go from tons to pounds or ounces, we're going to follow the blue arrows and multiply. But if we go the other way, from ounces to pounds or pounds to tons, we're going to have to go the other direction, which means division. And down here we have 3 problems, examples of how do we use the flow chart and what's the conversion going to end up being. So the first problem, we're going from 6 tons, so we're starting here, and we're going to pounds. So that's going to take 1 jump. So we write down what we start with. We start with the number 6 because we have 6 tons. To go from tons to pounds, we're going to have to multiply, follow the blue arrows, multiply by 2,000. 6 times 2 is 12. I'm going to put it in blue just to remind you that we're following the blue arrows. And 6 times 2 is 12. There's 1, 2, 3, 0. So 1, 2, 3. That means there are 12,000 pounds in 6 tons. And that's all you do. Use the flow chart, decide which way you need to go, and then decide if you need to multiply or divide. 7 pounds to ounces. So we're going from here to here. To get there, we're going to have to use the blue arrows to get there. So we're going to start with 7 because that's how many pounds we have. There is 16 ounces in 1 pound, so I'm going to have to do 7 times 16. Now, I'll be honest with you, I need to do it over to the side. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11. So that means there is 112 ounces in 7 pounds. And this last one is the only one on this particular page where we're going to have to go the other direction. We're going from ounces to pounds. So that means we're going to have to follow this purple arrow telling us we're going to be dividing. So we're going to start with 39 ounces and we're going to divide it by 16 because there's 16 ounces in a pound. And unfortunately, it's not going to work out perfectly, and a lot of them won't. So what is that going to look like? Give myself a little bit more space. 39 is going to go inside the house. Divide it by 16. Now, I'm not great with my 16s, but I know that 16 times 1 is 16, 16 times 2 is 32, and 16 times 3 is 48, and that's going to be too big, so it goes in there 2 times without going over. 2 times 16 is 32. I subtract, and I get 7 as a remainder. Now, I'm actually going to use my remainder because this number is how many pounds, meaning I could divide 16 into 39 twice perfectly, and this remainder is going to be my leftover ounces that didn't work in perfectly. So that is how you convert customary units, whether you're going from a larger one or a smaller one. Use the blue arrows if you're going from larger to smaller, you're going to be multiplying. Use the purple arrows if you're going from a small to a larger, you will be dividing. Thanks, guys.